everyone. What is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Deborah with Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is our daily astrology for Purusha Intuitive. Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in, sending love and blessings always. I appreciate all the love and support to this channel. Here at Purusha Intuitive, we're about everything wellness. So dropping daily content, some intuitive readings. We do tarot and astrology every day. Wellness surrounding Ayurvedic healing, really just kind of enlivening our body in really practical and sensible ways. So definitely make sure to subscribe. I would love the love and support. Share, like the content so we can grow this community. All right, with that being said, thank you. Let's look at the astrology for Tuesday, November 29th. The dominant energies today, Saturn is the most dominant planet. Saturn is currently in Aquarius, which talks about how, what we're learning, the lessons that we're having in life might not be what we thought that they would be, right? Kind of these out-of-the-box lessons, things that maybe we thought we had dealt with a really long time ago. They're getting triggered, they're getting provoked, and Saturn is forcing us to work with that energy in a more creative way. So the stuff that you're struggling with right now, just keep in mind, it's not about forcing your way through it. It's about finding creative ways to navigate. So definitely don't rely on, old ways of doing things. I mean, obviously, if something works for you, 100% go for it. But if it is, if it's kind of always hitting you up against a brick wall, start thinking a little outside of the box. Change your methods, right? Take a step back and really kind of tune in to what your intuition is saying, right? That still small voice that will let you know, especially when you take those moments to be quiet, be quiet. Quiet your mind, close your eyes. That actually brings our brain waves into a slower state, which helps us tap into those subconscious realms. How fancy. All right. So just remember, it's not going to feel super comfortable because the other aspect to that Saturn is it is in conjunct with the moon. Basically, when planets are in conjunct, they're on top of each other or within 10 degrees of one another, and they really magnify, heighten each other's energies. The moon deals with our intuition, our feeling, our emotion. Obviously there's that concept of the full moon kind of heightening those energies, etc. So basically what this is saying is it's going to make us feel a lot of things about what's going on, we might have some tears over it. We might feel like a little depressed today or, not as motivated. That's not necessarily a bad thing. We all need times of rest to just kind of go within, really honor, nurture our heart, our mind, and our soul. Actually, and as well, side note, if you're interested, this energy did come up in the tarot reading. Usually they overlap. There's confirmation, which is awesome. The cards never lie. So definitely check it out if you're interested. All right. So also Mercury and Jupiter are the dominant planets that are in, the chart today. So Jupiter is in Pisces. It was in retrograde for a while. It has just gone direct. And it deals a lot with our fortune, with our abundance, the way we kind of call in that luxurious lifestyle. That means something different to everybody as a side note, right? But it's just kind of how we cultivate that abundance in our life. So, you know, unfortunately, there are some challenges right now with that because it's square to Venus, which is in conjunct with Mercury, which I talked about is another strong influence. And this is that dichotomy. Like, we have to make sure that, okay, right, so when things are not going our way, when we're not seeing the fruits of our labor, when we're a little down and out that we think we messed up or made a mistake, or we're, you know, annoyed that, you know, we have to learn some stupid lesson. This is all that value of like making sure that you're not getting too lazy, right? Throwing up your hands, giving up. Well, it's not manifesting anyway, so just screw it, you know? There's going to be a tendency to want to do that, especially with that moon and Saturn right on top of each other. It's stirring up a lot of those emotions. We might not like what we've been seeing, right? The results of our labor. Both Venus and Jupiter are all about like just beauty and luxury and, you know, the way that our passion, the way we enjoy life. It's a very feminine but abundant energy, right? It kind of reminds me of the Empress in the tarot. Just very, you know, the ability to create, to, you know, bring an abundant harvest every year, etc. And like I said, those energies are a little bit in opposition towards each other. They're actually square to one another. So it's going to kind of be like, well, this is how I want it to look, but it's not really looking this way. So, you know, what can I do to overcome this? Instead of just, again, that mentality of pushing against a brick wall. If there is a brick wall, there is a reason. You know, it's wasted energy to keep kind of trying to force something that's just not happening, you know? So, and then, you know, another strong influence, we've been talking about this if you've been watching the daily astrology videos, that Mars in opposition to Venus. So again, it's that fight between our masculine and our feminine side. You know, the masculine is to push, to make happen. It is all about fueling, creativity. You know, it's a very tangible, you know, fire energy, where the feminine is love and nurture and restoration and surrender. And so those, and it's interesting because Mars is also in Gemini. It's in retrograde as well, but like those energies are fighting against each other, right? So the Mars energy is showing us, hey, there is duality in life, right? There's gonna be the good and the bad, right? But it's not to judge it. It's not there to judge it. It's actually being presented to you so that you say, you know what? This isn't in alignment with me. I need to find something else that is, or I need to go about this in a way that is better suited for my wants and needs, or what my outcome is in this given situation. But, you know, like I said, so there are some positive aspects. Like I talked about, some of the challenges we'll probably be working with today. But then, you know, the nice thing is Venus is harmoniously aspected to that Saturn moon conjunct that I was talking about. So this to me is investing time into your self-care, really taking a moment or however long you can today, cutting some time out, really spending time loving, nurturing yourself in whatever way that is for you. You know, obviously taking a walk, taking a bath, you know, taking a nap, reading, those are all things that are going to nurture our being. You know, vegging out on the couch, you know, maybe letting yourself binge watch some TV, or, you know, whatever it is for you. You kind of have to gauge based on where you're at in life. Like, are you super stressed out? Do you need to just completely disconnect? Or do you just need like, hey, I need some downtime. I need some time to like check in with myself and reflect and all that jazz. So definitely squeeze in some self-care where you can today. this is going to make it not feel so intense. And, you know, you might not, and interestingly enough, it's not as much about expecting results from the external situations that you have going on right now. It's more about like diving into yourself and your self-care, reflecting on the situations where you might be repeating some cycles and then making some changes accordingly. This is actually going to help with that Mars momentum that we've really been wanting to see. You know, we're in Sagittarius season. This is the time of growth, expansion, pushing beyond, etc. And with Mars in retrograde in Gemini, it can feel very restrictive, right? Because it's almost like you don't really know which way to go, you know? Like, well, I thought it was this. I was trying to do it this way, but this isn't even working, you know? But I don't know how that way would work out, etc. So just be mindful, you know? Temper the rebellion. Make sure that you're not reacting out of F you, you know? Make sure that the rebellion is coming from a place of like alignment with your soul. You know, you might feel like saying F you to someone. We always do, right? You know, but it's more like, don't make a decision because you're reacting because you're pissed off at someone or you don't like how someone handled you, etc. It's more saying like rebel in a way that's like, well, this is actually what I want to do and this is getting me to like my goals. The more you work on that, the more you kind of, you know, put yourself front and center. This is your wants, your needs. The stronger this energy is going to become, the more you're going to see fluidity and momentum happening, and things kind of shifting. Right now, you know, the South Node is in Scorpio, and so really just make sure that you're not letting your shadow self, the ego, you know, your pride kind of make choices. You know, we all know there's a difference between healthy ego, healthy sense of self and sense of pride. And then there's also that like, what I call like that Five of Swords energy, like where you have to win, you know, or you're trashing someone else in order to get ahead. And obviously that's like not the healthiest, you know, and that's kind of where this is basically saying the more that you work out of the energy of honoring yourself and your alignment versus getting ahead, the more you're going to kind of see the easing of tension. You're going to see the rewards, the fruits of your labor, etc. So that's what I have for you this happy Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe, right? That helps grow the community. I really love making these videos. It's a lot of fun for me and I love connecting with you guys. So definitely, you know, make sure to share the info, the goodness, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you back soon. Check out the channel for more content. If you're interested in personal services, definitely check out the description box below. All right, everyone, much love and light. Thank you for tuning in.